Hello, everyone. My name is Ajamika Belli, and I'm here with my uncle Herbert, who has traveled all around the world for one of his work assignments. And we're just going to talk about one of the places he went to, being Africa, and he's just going to explain to us what he did there and how that impacted him. So please introduce yourself, Mr. Jones.
Hi, I'm Herb, and that's my niece, Ajamika. How's everybody doing out there?
How old are you?
35.
It's rolling. It's rolling. Okay, so just explain to us a little bit about what you do or what you used to do.
Okay, the name of the company is called VIP International. International. They travel all around the world, cleaning out acid tanks and catalyst converters, refurbishing them, and cleaning them out, and so they can start back up and running, stuff like that.
Oh, that's amazing. When did you first start working on this job?
I say 2014, maybe 13. I started as a temp contractor, and they hired me on with the company. And yeah, I say 2014. 2014.
That's amazing. So, did you find this job pretty intriguing, or was it just like one of those jobs that you just wanted to do and like pass on to something else?
It was actually something that I wanted to do. I wanted to see the world, travel around the world, and also get paid for it. So it went hand in hand.
Yeah. How did you come about this work area? Did you see it online? Was it recommended?
Well, actually, by me working with the temp service, they would send me out on jobs with VIP International, and after a while, I started. They VIP. They actually started calling for me to come on these particular jobs with them, and then that led to them asking, "Do you want to get hired by the company? You want to work for us?" And that's how that happened.
Oh wow, that's actually pretty amazing. So you said you've got to travel like all around the world to do these amazing projects, right?
Yes, I've been to Australia. I've been to Mexico City. I've been through Barcelona, Spain. Where else? I can't even think. I've been to a few of these places numerous times, and Madagascar, Africa was one. Um, where else? I can't even. Oh, Israel. Israel was pretty dope. I went to Israel also. I can't even think. Not many places I've been.
Yeah.
Those are like the main ones. Australia, Israel, Mexico, Africa.
It must have been pretty exciting to visit all these places and witness these cultures, right?
Right. It was very different from what I experienced, back at home, and from the culture, like as far as everything from music to how they dress to the food, like how they speak, how they celebrate certain holidays. Yeah, it was pretty dope.
I want to ask you about one of your assignments. You were telling me a few years back, or maybe even a year, I can't recall, but you was telling me you traveled to Africa, the motherland. How did that trip impacted you, and what was the assignment? How long were you out there? Just stuff like that.
2017, I went to Madagascar, Africa. Um, I stayed there for almost a month. I think I left like October 13th and came back maybe November 6th, 7th, something like that. First off, like you have to get yourself prepared for these long flights. Like the flights are, man, it's very long. But if you prepare yourself right, it's like you're not even on the flight. Because the most you'll do is sleep. Um, And then once you land, you have to get your passport stamped. You actually have to uh, get shots and everything to go to Africa because it's kind of different from here in the States as far as living situations and like good example, like don't like you can't drink the water. Excuse the water, like you drink the water, you get sick. It's totally different from our water, but seeing how they live, it's amazing. It makes you feel a certain type of way, knowing where you come from and where they are, how they live, and what they do. But like this is where they reside at, and they're used to everything that they have to do as far as hunting, uh, how they bathe. Everything is different, and you have to adapt to that. And staying in a place like Madagascar for maybe 4 weeks, it can take a toll on you. So you just have to prepare yourself.
Do you believe if you didn't go to Africa for that period of time, you would have been a different, to have a different personality or different outlook on life?
Um, it, I think it just made me appreciate a lot of the little things that we take for granted every day. Like clean water, clean clothes, a roof over your head. It makes you realize how blessed that you are. So
Oh, that's
it wasn't so much a change. It was just more of a realization because I knew what I was getting into going out there. So just actually seeing it in person, being out there, but it was nice though. It was nice.
so. Tell us about where you went to do these. What was it? Chemical transfusions.
Nah, it's actually it's actually catalyst conversion where you it's like you have to dump the towel, catalyst converter, and add new material to it. You empty it out first, and then you clean it out, and you look for damages, anything that could hinder the flow of work, and then fix everything, clean everything out, and then you add all new material.
So tell us, what, when did you? Well, how did it go down in Africa? Like
As
was,
far as far as
like was it you and other people, or was it just you specifically working on one part? Like, what was the direct assignment?
okay, so first off, it's a it's a big group of us going to Africa. It's a big group, and all of the workers is this particular plant that is not too far from where we stayed at. It's called the man camp, and that's where all the workers stay at. And it's workers from everywhere around the world. And we stayed there on the man camp, and let's see, they feed you 3 times a day. If you want to. I didn't necessarily see like any fast food restaurant chains like we have out here. And I guess because Madagascar is on an island, it's an island, not on an island. It is an island, and like say places like Mexico City and Australia and Israel, like they have like a McDonald's. They don't have any fast food chain. They have a McDonald's like everywhere, but I guess by it being on an island, we didn't have like a fast food restaurant or anything like that. But you get to go out in the city and mingle with the people and go out and eat, and it's nice. It's nice, but as far as the work, like no matter where we went, overseas, in the States, the work is still the same. Cleaning out the Astor Towers, and adding new materials. It's nothing different. So
Obviously, it sounds like you've had a great amount of adventures, even though it was work. You've got to see some amazing places. Can you tell us how VIP opened up some doors for you in, your future careers, or have it opened up any doors for you?
I can say it was very beneficial in a lot of things that I didn't know how to do because VIP is a private owned company and they have all these classes and the things that you need to learn for the actual company and for things that can help you when you move on away from VIP. Like, for example, I never knew how to drive like or operate a forklift until I got to VIP. So they had certain classes to teach you how to operate a forklift, and you had to pass the test, and you had to get certified for it. And if you didn't pass the test, you had to go back to the drawing board. So yeah, it was beneficial in many ways, especially monetary wise. It was pretty good. It was pretty good. So, but that was just an example of like they have CDL training like for truck drivers. If you want to drive a truck, like you drive a truck for as long as you're there, and then once you finish, like you have your CDL license, and you can go on to maybe on your own truck and start driving trucks for yourself or whatever the case may be. So yeah.
That's great. Obviously, your job is, one of many jobs that young women or young men might want to pursue. Do you have any advice you can give to them going into this type of work area?
Um, I would say just stay focused on set goals for yourself. And stay focused on what you're doing because traveling, like being on the road, like that, it takes a toll on you mentally. It takes a toll on you physically. It takes a toll on your family. There's a lot that goes with it. So a job that's on the road almost 24/7, 365. It's a very big sacrifice. It's a very big sacrifice, especially if you have responsibilities. A lot of things that you have to take care of, but you have to be headstrong. Um, Physically, you want to take care of yourself, and you want to get rest, things of that nature. You want to prepare yourself for things like that. So as far as being on the road, it was fun. It was fun, but it made me it made me miss my family more, And then once I got home, I was like, okay, I'm missing the road. I'm ready to go back to work. So it is. You have to be very headstrong if you want to do anything that that uh that that involves traveling and being away from your family. It's a big sacrifice. So
So it's definitely something that you have to be mentally and physically prepared for.
yes, yes, you have to. You have to. Like uh, what prepared me for it was being with the staffing service first and not being with the actual company. And so they asked me, "Are you willing to travel?" Yes, I'm willing to travel. And like the first job that I went on with VIP was to North Carolina, you know, and then so on and so forth. And then once I actually got with the company, that's when I started going overseas with them. So
That is a truly great
yes,
cut.